All right, welcome back, everybody. Our in the last discussion, I was thinking, as you see too, I haven't went without you. The last discussion, I was gonna leave that as the last one for Aizen, but ultimately going out on the ending note is the idea that ultimately, whenever you come into any anime, they have a peak. Goku, not that smart, but insanely powerful. But he's good-hearted, so he has the weakness. Frieza, evil, overcompensating, like thinks that he is the strongest. Like, don't get me wrong, he's very impressive, but he gets beat, so you would think he would learn his lesson. I'm gonna try Infinite Toki out because I don't think I've used her yet with you guys. Um, the Naruto universe, they have techniques, a lot of techniques. They got more techniques even than the Bleach universe has. Bleach universe has techniques that they need, not necessarily for excuse me, overwhelming capabilities, but just for what they actually need. And then they have Shikais and Bankais and powers that are crazy. Like, honestly, Yamamoto walks into the Naruto universe and he basically just owns the entire thing. Because his Bankai can basically supersede essentially what's going on over there. Ichigo, if he gets Genjutsu, if Genjutsu will even work on them, that's arguable. That, like, he might could lose in that universe. Uh, just because of Genjutsu. Like, literally only because of Genjutsu. If he doesn't know anything about that universe and doesn't know to protect against that, they kind of make me want to go for demons. Let's give it a shot again. Try. But if he like figures out what Genjutsu is and knows how to protect against it, then there's no way anybody could overpower him. Is the thing. Like, you look at the rock paper scissors effect of this whole thing, and it's like when it comes to the ninjas, Bleach characters could essentially overpower them.
I'm rooting for you.
The powerful ones, anyways. The less powerful ones, it would be more of a battle at the end of the day. But I think quite a few of the ninjas could actually take them. And that's if they can even fight, because you're talking about a spiritual based fighter fighting against a living organism, period. Like, for the most part, they shouldn't even be able to see each other. But, ignoring that, going into the idea of, yeah, for sure, they can see each other, so they can fight. Alright, so they can fight now. But, can they win? And we don't know that yet. Sorry, it's been a long day. Um, Dragon Ball Z characters would actually absolutely decimate
I think
in
you can
power
win this thing.
Naruto characters. Period. If Genjutsu can work on them, and we're saying based off this that yeah, Genjutsu can be used, but if your chakra levels can dictate just how much Genjutsu can be used on you, like if you're so powerful then the Genjutsu can't even affect you, then the idea that you have the power to blow up a planet where there's nobody that's using Genjutsu that has the power to blow up a planet, there's nobody that can cast a Genjutsu then that can actually keep a Dragon Ball Z character under hypnosis. Uh, but other than that, there's there's no overpowering a Dragon Ball Z character with any of these shows. So they are the peak. You're looking at an entire series of Superman, and when it comes to Naruto, you're looking at an entire series of Batman.
You're doing great out there.
So if they know what they're fighting against and they snuck in, it's like if all the ninjas was told about what the power of the Z Warriors had, then they could sneak into their universe, whatever, and then yeah, they could catch Goku when he's asleep and slit his throat. Because he's not gonna sense somebody so weak coming. And but overall, is he gonna get caught off guard and killed by a Chidori? I don't see that happening.
Me with your anger.
Let's take this actually, because that could help.
The odds are in my favor.
Wow, really? We're not that desperate. Come on. No, we got one demon. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm used to getting, which is why I don't run demons anymore.
I Another satisfied customer.
Alright, we're on the track now. But that's essentially that's what the problem is here. Like, okay, so one of the other
Keep up
strongest
the
ones that
momentum,
I would say,
friend.
like, essentially we're looking at Broly as the Incredible Hulk. Technically, the original Broly, what the power level was, there was not a power level per se. He was just constantly growing. Like, there was no, oh, ultimately there's a maximum power that once he reaches that, you just overpower him. It was, once he hit legendary state, he was just steadily growing stronger. He was essentially a Saiyan God before there was Saiyan gods.
How's it going out there?
Right? He was the perfection of the Dragon Ball Z universe because you didn't have to worry about running out of energy and focusing your chakra. As a matter of fact, the only thing he had to worry about was trying to expel energy so that he didn't grow so strong he blew himself up. Which in the end, he technically is what happened to him. He was so powerful that he basically, when he got punched in the stomach, it was like threading a needle and popping a balloon. His own energy devastated him. And then it's just, he didn't even die from that. He then went without food and water, falls to Earth. Somehow he ends up on Earth. Plot holes. Freezes over in a canyon. And then when he comes to, many years later, he fights adult Gohan, who, yeah, he may have gotten weaker, but we're talking about a man who starved and dehydrated down. Like, the hydration he got was from thawing out. Comes to and starts fighting adult Gohan. Like, right off the bat. Like, come on. Like, his power was obviously not up to full power again. He was not up to the peak performance. He was certainly not ready for an actual fight. And he was beating Gohan. Gohan and Goten and Trunks had to team up. And whether or not Goku was there or not is up for debate. But it took more than one to stop that. That was not Gohan's victory at the end of the day. Yes, I hate doing this because I absolutely hate this demon.
Another
But
satisfied.
we need stats really bad. There's a trouble. Oh, I don't like the way this looks. So, ideally, if I had to create like a perfect anime character, if I was able to create a perfect anime character, I would take Broly and Cell and fuse them together.
You're doing great out there.
And then, if I was allowed to take from another universe, I would fuse Aizen. And if there was just two, it'd be Broly and Cell because you're not gonna kill it. Cell's never gonna become overpowered or ever be overpowered because he's gonna have the legendary Super Saiyan capabilities of just steadily growing stronger. At never-ending growth. And then because he's Cell who constantly evolves, his mechanical body will force his body to evolve to exceed and reach heights that he couldn't have without thinking. He's literally going to just sit there and transform into what would essentially be maybe legendary Super Saiyan 2, whatever it is needed to sustain the body's power output. We're going with this. Cleave is good. You're such a tease, but I'm not going Murlocs now. It's too late for that. That, on the other hand, I could do that. I could sell all three of these and buy that, but I feel like that's a little bit unnecessary. Yeah. So, and then honestly, if after Aizen you still give me one more, I would throw Itachi in there because I feel like Itachi. If you had Itachi and Aizen, that is like insane brain power, insane technique, insane power in general, like overwhelming power, and then immortality.
Keep
without
up the momentum, friend.
revival. Like, and mind games, I'm sorry, but Genjutsu and mind games as a whole, like any kind of hypnosis thing you're coming into, that's going to beat any super powered person any day of the week. Just because of the fact that you can't punch something if you don't know it's there. Like, if you cannot trust where you're swinging, how can you fight? And that's the whole thing in a nutshell. That's why Genjutsu is essentially capable of beating so much. That is the scariest thing about the Uchiha. It isn't just their reflexes. It isn't the fact that you can't sneak crap by them because they're gonna be able to see it coming because their eyes are just that good. It's the fact that they can also put you under a Genjutsu at the end of the day and make it to where you don't know what's real. You don't even know if you're actually winning this fight because it could all be a lie. I kind of want to buy that. I think I will actually buy that, sell that. That way when he attacks, he activates his effect so we can get it twice.
We'll take you down. We'll take you down.
Just gotta sell one more. Sell that. I don't see it leave in my future. So we'll do this. I think I might. Yeah, I'm gonna freeze that though. Because we need Mama Bear. Not Bear. We need Imp Mama. But, yeah. So if we was to fuse all four of them, you're talking about Cell as confident as he is. He was actually one of the smarter villains, honestly. Because if you had Cell's abilities, you would have probably done the same thing. You would have been just as cocky. You would have trash talked. You would have like rubbed it in their faces that after all their victories, it ain't gonna count for crap now because the ultimate villain came from Earth this entire time. And no matter how strong you are not gonna beat me. Like, go ahead, bring it all out. Because when I beat you, I'm gonna crush the hopes of everybody else. Like it's so ingenious and horribly evil that you just gotta love it. And that's what Cell was. Because, I mean, he had the cells of everybody. He's such an undersold villain, and honestly, I believe that's the reason why he hasn't been brought back in Dragon Ball Super and everything like that. Because if you brought him back, who could stop him? Like, you just kind of scraped by the last time.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight.
I liked that, but it's not working good enough. We need more of the juggler. It was fun while it lasted.
Another satisfied.
Does this guy have a chance for leave? He does. He has 6 pirates. Honestly, if he just leaves one, it ain't gonna matter that much anyway, so we're good. I think I might actually put him up front though. Let him throw some power out before he dies, and then get at least 2 of these off. Let him hit any kind of tanks that might be in our way. No, we need to have him up front to clear the tank if he has a taunt. And see, that's the whole thing. Like, you need to have brains and brawn. Goku is not that smart, but he is insanely strong, and he's a great fighter. Aizen, smart and powerful. Like, almost to the point that it's too much. That was a good hit for us. That hit us. That was a good hit for us. Not too bad. Not too bad. That was great. Yeah, that worked out for us perfectly. I gotta see something. Murloc. Pirate. If we can make... No, there's 7 Murloc. That's not
You're good at this.
good. Could go with the cannons, but I don't want to do that. What did we just fight and lose to? We didn't lose anything. We fought pirates, and that wasn't worth anything. And then we're gonna fight Murloc, so he's useless. Sorry if I'm mumbling. I'm just hard to say it. Just say it. That's a stronger demon. for it. Obviously, I want Mal'Ganis. If I can get him, then we would really be set. But I'm not guaranteed that. There shouldn't actually be a shield, so let's get the most out of this. Just in case of a cleave, he's here.
I think you can win this thing.
Oh, it is a good thing he died when he did. Because he would have been winning this if not. Biggest thing we gotta worry about is Murlocs, and that means we gotta worry about him. He is the pinnacle of this pyramid. He might already have Divine Shield and Poisonous for all we know.
Your minions really pulled their
So we
weight.
definitely don't want to fight him if we can help it. Take him in case that comes down to that.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Demons, huh? Alright.
Bring the fight to me!
All the Murlocs are fighting each other. Yeah, we're just gonna wait this one out. If it has Divine Shield and Poisonous, then obviously we're gonna lose, but at least we can try to limit down how much damage we take. One good thing about fighting Murlocs is, yeah, they are gonna basically wreck your field, but if you can take enough of them down, they won't do enough damage. That cannon is not good for us. Really wish we'd managed to hit that. Well, we got lucky. We did the Murloc thing though. We managed to beat them, but then we turned around and only did 1 point.
Nice work out there. Keep up the
We got a
pressure.
triple.
We'll take you down! We'll take you down!
Nothing but doo-doo? Alright.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Me too. Pirates. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Is anybody running dragons at all? Nope, nobody even went for dragons. It's too bad. If I hadn't already sacrificed so much to do demons, I probably would have done it. So. Yeah, we only had one demon left, I guess. Can't believe we went from holding second place this entire time to going so low. What a shame. But what can you do? I tried. I tried to get some demons. I couldn't get anything. But anyhow, no. As I said, I most well-rounded Aizen. If I was gonna build a perfect one, Cell, Burly, and then Aizen. Like it's unstoppable. The growth would have never ended. Immortality, even if you could injure it, you do damage to it, it's going to adapt and get stronger on two different levels. So all it's going to do is ever grow. If it has the Hogyoku especially. And then Perfect Hypnosis. Perfect Hypnosis by itself is so broken. There is no anime character. There is no character at all that can get around that. And as I said, as powerful as he is, we've never even seen his Bankai. Like, even if he doesn't even have Bankai, that means he can still obtain it. But if he does have a Bankai, he's never found himself threatened enough to use it. Aizen is the most powerful anime character. Throw somebody in the comments that I can look up that says otherwise, but until then, I say he could beat anybody. He could beat Superman. He could beat anybody. Short of God himself, obviously. So, yeah. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Please sound off the comments. Give me some kind of information. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, this is something I'm very passionate about and I want to know what you think too. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.